We are currently in the year 2,418,177. And so by we, I mean Explodicus, Santie Claus, and River went to see the leader of the war globes that currently have Earth hostage because humanity destroyed it, presumably during World War III and or IV, and they were essentially trying to force humanity to bring life back to the planet, which bringing back life to the planet, good. Forcing them to do it through manual labor and torture, bad. So they were going to meet the leader to try to kind of work something out. They went into the elevator because they made it to the elevator, and there was a mysterious stranger, all in
Sorry,
brown.
I have to make this joke. It reminded me of the iCarly scene where they hired the idiot guy, and he's like, "Oh, this is an elevator."
Yeah.
So they go into the elevator and they meet a mysterious stranger, all clad in brown. He was wearing a mask, so they couldn't see his face, and he was trying to be cryptic, but they just kind of ignored him and every single thing he was saying because he turned the elevator music off.
Yep.
Which he revealed he did that because he stopped time. He has the ability to stop time. It was supposed to be a fairly intimidating thing. Nah, the group gave him so much sass. So he turned it back on. He unfroze time, and then he was just gone. So then they met up with Lady Vera, and they convinced her that trees were still growing again. Didn't one of them pull out like a pineapple? Didn't Santa Claus pull out a pineapple?
I know one of them pulled out sushi.
I think I did. I
just
think
realized.
Santa Claus did. Yeah, I think Santa Claus had a pineapple for some reason.
Yeah,
Either that, or it was because we was cutting a pineapple last time we played. I don't know. He might have.
I think that might have been it. And then you mentioned pineapple, and then you pulled out a pineapple, and then we used that to convince Lady Vera that that was a plant grown on the earth. So Lady Vera was like, "Okay, I think it's finally time that we can let humanity go, and we can leave them to fix the earth." But right as she said that, the human rebellion staged a huge attack, and an explosion happened. And that's where the Doctor and Vator were. We have no idea what happened with them, but apparently it didn't go well. So we start things off with the group who was with Lady Vera, as she is rushing to the elevator with them behind her. I gotta remember, I gave her really, really raspy voice. I can't believe this. I just can't.
Sorry?
Nah, don't be. You don't have anything to do with this. Wait, don't tell me you did, do you?
Do I look like a human to you?
That is a very good point.
Well, these two do, but they're not human either.
That is true. That is true. You did mention that. But all we tried to do was show them the right way to do things. And this is how they repay us. She hits the button, and of course, as she does, and it's going down. Do 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 do.
I just imagine Explodicus starts doing a little dance.
You love this song too? Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
personal favorite of ours. You know, a friend of ours was traveling through space and recommended it.
Ah, yeah. Someone came by earlier and they stopped the music, so we didn't listen to them.
Oh,
We
well, I
kept
don't
saying,
blame
"Nah,
you.
put back the music." Yeah,
I don't blame you. I mean, that's awful.
yeah.
You know,
That'd be scary.
we actually have a law in our race about stopping this song.
Huh? That's a good thing. Yeah, yeah. Gotta stop the criminals. Don't
Exactly.
like the song.
So as they lower back down um to the floor of the ravaged planet Earth, they can see um like an army of the war globe officers um trying to fight back with their laser weapons. Some of them getting gunned down, one of them quickly turning to Lady Vera. Lady Vera, the rebel army. They caused a huge explosion over by one of the chains keeping our globe on the planet. They've killed hundreds. Those bastards.
You guys are something.
I would like you, and this also goes for Santie Claus and River, if you guys are able to roll a perception check.
Yes, hold on.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. My last rule was to kill the alligator or the
Hold on.
crocodile.
Are you able to roll for us?
I can.
Yeah.
Who should I roll for first?
Oh, it's not.
Sarah.
It's 2d6, right?
Oh shoot, it is. I
I
honestly forgot.
I did too. I was like, no, because I typed in exclamation point roll space 1d20. I was like, okay, this is definitely it. And I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't seem right.
There. Oh wow. Well, I can definitely say Santa Claus noticed.
I don't know. I don't know about that. If you didn't,
So, as the group is watching this carnage and bloodshed and laser fire going on in front of them, they see Santa Claus specifically looks around the corner and can see the doctor um, behind a rock, like kind of looking like he's waiting for an opening to do something.
Can he try to sneak over to him to find out what he's doing?
Is he going to motion to the group to let them know that the doctor's over there? The others don't see him.
Yes.
Okay. So Santa Claus looks at the group and kind of motions with his hand over to the rock so that they see the doctor. And Santa Claus starts making his way over. I assume River does as well. Does Explodicus go over by the doctor?
no.
No. Okay.
Because in the case that we have to do a last ditch effort, I don't want to be near them. If that gives you
Okay.
any-
That does. As Santa Claus and River go up toward the doctor, he turns and sees him. Oh, thank heavens! I am so glad to see you. This is a mess. I'm sure you can tell.
Just a little bit.
So, where do I even begin? So I went into the rebel army. I tried so hard to explain to them that we were trying to work things out, that there was a peaceful solution. And Harlock wasn't having any of it, and, this happened. Apparently, he found some way to supercharge those cuffs and linked them all around that chain, connecting that metallic orb to the planet, and blew it up, which did a lot of damage, hurt a lot of people. And as soon as I tried to tell him that this was incredibly wrong and I was going to have to stop him, uh, this happened. He turned his guns on me, and then the guard showed up, and it is a mess.
Well then.
Oh, Explodicus is that their leader?
Yes. Before you say anything, though, we tried the same thing. Actually, we did talk to them. She was pretty chill. Actually, she said, "Okay," and then boom. So
Oh.
yeah, that's how it went for us. Also, a random. There's nice music in the elevator. That's about the only other cool thing that happened.
Well, that's nice at least. Although he doesn't bring up the mysterious guy who stopped time. He's just like, that was the only other thing of note, really.
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, the mysterious guy in the elevator that says he stops time and annoyed us all. Nah, he's
Yeah,
not
no,
important.
he's not important. He stopped the music.
Yeah,
I love
maybe
the idea.
you should put the music in the TARDIS.
I I love the idea that Explodicus literally doesn't remember the guy at all that stopped time. The only thing he was focused on was that the music stopped.
Yeah, that's basically about it. Like, this guy has the best memory that anyone could have because he's not human. He could just store it forever. No recollection.
Okay, I'm gonna look at my stats real quick because
Oh, this room is so bright.
I'm also trying to think here. What could we do? This is a pickle.
I could go for a pickle right now. I don't have any though.
Wait a minute. Hang on. Let me look at everyone's items here.
You know what I've realized?
What?
There's a common theme with like half of my D&D characters.
What's that?
Their only weapon is themselves.
Yeah?
I'm really starting to notice that.
Yeah, you're at that is accurate.
I
Oh my
think
gosh.
the only person that I can remember that wasn't like that was my first one, my first MM character. Oh,
Yeah, true. True. Yeah. Um Alexander.
yeah, Alexander the Fourth, I think.
I think so. You know, just because I'm curious, I'm going back and looking. Da, 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 da. Yes, Alexander the Fourth.
Ah, yes. Oh my god! You know what I just realized I should have done for Alexander the Fourth?
What?
Instead of having it Alexander IV, it should be Alexander I.
Yes.
I gotta do that when I
Okay.
have a really long Alexander.
Okay. I have an idea, but it's gonna be really stupid. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm gonna roll for ingenuity. I have to see if like this is too stupid. It has to be a high enough ingenuity roll. Oh, do I dare use my inspiration this early? I dare.
No, just no.
Haha!
I really thought
I was
it would be
literally
like
about to
a
ask if
six.
I could do something to help.
So actually, this is going to require blah, 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 blah. This is going to require River.
Oh. Are you busy, River?
Do I look busy?
I don't know. Okay. Well, here, you're needed.
What do?
The doctor turns to River.
I'm ready. I'm grabbing.
This is very important.
I'm not either.
I need that DVD that you had.
Sure thing.
River hands the doctor the Home Improvement DVD. All right, Explodicus, I'm gonna need you to cover me.
Oh, I can do that. Like with shrapnel or
Just try to make sure that I don't get blasted while this happens.
What happened?
I
I gave the
gotcha.
Home Improvement DVD.
Okay, I'm gonna need Explodicus to roll.
No, we're good.
Explodicus to roll resolve.
Avery, how are you feeling today? Feeling
Okay.
generous.
Okay. If Santa Claus wants to help too, he can. Well, I guess not. So, as um, as the doctor takes the DVD, he starts charging into the firefight. Explodicus following. Explodicus stays as close to the doctor as he can. Whenever one of the laser blasts would look like it would hit the doctor. Oh, hang on.
That was just me. You can read that.
Okay. That is cool, though. That is cool. I'm okay with that. As a laser is about to hit the doctor, Explodicus leaps in the way, taking the shot. Luckily, he was able to somehow only get hit in the points where his joints could come off and get reattached. So even though he did lose limbs, they just came back on. He continues to run alongside the doctor. One of his arms is gone. It is like inching back to him though. Like you currently don't have it, but it's trying to catch up.
It's like the robots at the start. It's just running.
Yes. I'm just imagining like like his hand picks itself up with like the pointer and middle finger as legs, and it's like running across the ground.
Yes, that's awesome.
And they manage to make it to the rebel army, where they see Harlock is on the front line firing back at the war globes. The doctor gets in the way. He holds up the DVD. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to do. Oh, but my presence sucks. I'm gonna have to do a presence roll. Oh no. Shoot. Dang it. That's a good roll, but I messed up. No.
It's okay.
The
I got you
doctor
covered if this fails.
the doctor holds up the DVD. Everyone stop! We have a peace offering. But it seems
I mean,
like they don't hear him.
can I try something?
Yes.
All right, people. If you don't listen, I'm going to blow all of you up. How about that?
Roll for presence.
You guys can all figure out, like just like the last people, why my name is Explodicus. Man, they just don't like listening.
They don't. They
They
don't.
get boom.
Okay, do you actually want to explode?
Let's see if anyone else has another idea before.
Okay.
Also, you might want to run.
Jacob, if you want Santa Claus to do something, now's the time.
Yeah,
What's
that's
happening?
like the
I don't
only
even-
time.
So we are trying to get the rebel army to stop fighting. But we need them to pay attention and see that the doctor is holding up a peace offering. So someone has to roll for presence in order to get their attention.
Thank you.
Could you roll for me?
Yeah, that works.
Yes.
Did you grab it, baby?
Yeah,
Do you have an idea?
Well, that's definitely better. Hang on, what's his presence? Okay, his presence is good. Okay. What does Santa Claus say or yell out to grab their attention?
You want a cookie?
Just throw your sack.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining like he cups his hands to his mouth. He takes in a deep breath and he screams as loud as he can, "You want a cookie?" And it's like echoing all around. Like cookie, 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 cookie. And suddenly some of the rebel soldiers stop firing.
Oh my goodness.
I want a cookie.
And your pre-rolls.
Harlock looks down. What are you doing? They're gonna keep firing at us. We have to return fire. And that's when the doctor. No, you don't. He's holding up the DVD. Do you see this? Tell me. Do any of you remember anything like this on this planet?
Most definitely.
Harlock squints. I believe so. Some ancient form of entertainment. Why? What's that matter to us? The War Globes gave this as a peace offering. They are willing to let humanity and Earth go. But if you keep this fighting, you're going to start another senseless war. That's how you ended up in this situation in the first place. I know what the War Globes have done to you all, to the rest of humanity, isn't right. But their intentions were good. They were trying to show you all a lesson. That this, and he kind of raises his arms around to show like the devastation of the earth. This is where this senseless fighting leads. We can make a better world. One where we work together, not for violence. Harlock looks at the doctor, slowly lowers his weapon. Okay. I will believe you. But if they fire back after this, he doesn't finish that sentence. He turns to the rest of the rebel army. Put down your arms.
Wait,
Hey.
Can Explodicus actually like take off his arms and set them on the ground?
I'm just imagining the arm that was separated finally catches up to Explodicus, but then just kind of falls, and then his other arm, he doesn't even take it off; it just like falls off.
My arms are down.
The rebel army, they put down their arms. Harlock looks out, and he raises his hands up in the air. The other rebel army soldiers do so as well. On the other side, where Santie Claus and River were by Lady Vera holds up a hand. Stop your firing! They surrender. And the two sides begin slowly walking up towards each other. Harlock and Lady Vera come face to face. We understand that you had a peace offering. And we understand that you all have actually progressed. You finally realized what you've done wrong and how to fix your planet. Harlock turns to the doctor, Explodicus, Santie Claus, River. I think we have. Then our job is done. All we ask is that you don't let history repeat itself. She turns, and her, along with the guards, start going towards the elevator. Soon, the group is also back on the elevator, going up, back into the orb. The globe from the War Globes. They then look out through the windows, looking down at Earth below, as the globe unchains itself from Earth and starts rising up into space once again. Huh. Honestly, wasn't sure if we were going to make it out of that one.
Can I have my arms not down anymore?
Yes, they have been reattached.
It's just imagine. just I just imagine as he was looking over at Explodicus and just laugh. Just like, oh my god. It's gotta be the second funniest thing I've ever done.
Lady Vera walks over to them. I must say, I thank you for everything you all have done. And perhaps, maybe we should start giving the other aliens that we meet some more credit whenever something like this happens.
Probably for the best.
She holds out her hand to Explodicus. Well, if we ever meet again, I hope that you can help straighten out some of the other people and places we end up going to. Especially us.
Just as long as you keep the music.
Oh, we certainly will. she shakes his hand. So, how long you going to be staying? I mean, you can really stay as long as you want. Though, I know we captured your ship, or, whatever that thing is.
I mean, kind of up to my friend here, but I have a feeling our work here is done.
Yes, as kind of you to offer that. I must be going alongside my cohorts here. We have a very important mission that we have to get back to. Well, like I said, I hope I get to see you all again. And with that, she turns and starts going away, but they can hear her as she leaves. Do 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 do.
Music is just too good.
All right. Well, now
We
that's
didn't even
what.
we missed talking about the doctor's first experience with the music.
Wait. That's the song you're talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it sounds like it has a good beat.
It certainly does. I mean, I feel like I've heard it before. Not exactly sure where. I guess in your terminology, when, but
Hmm.
I heard it somewhere.
Perhaps it's a timeless song.
Maybe.
Well, now that that's all settled, I think we can finally get back to where we're meant to be going. As long as somebody doesn't mess with the control console again. He
It might be.
he looks at Santa Claus as he says that.
I don't know. It looks very tempting.
All right.
Maybe my arms will mysteriously vanish from my body and start typing stuff on the control panel.
I'd hope not. As they walk back into the TARDIS. I mean, it looks the same as it did before, which is nice. Though they have no idea where Violet has gone to. Oh dear.
You still haven't put security cameras in here or something.
You know, you're not the first one to suggest that. And honestly, I should have listened the first time.
Yeah. Now you got a missing, could be dead person.
Well, I'm sure she's in here somewhere. She'll probably come back around sometime.
At some point. Hopefully you got food or something in there somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure that she'll be fine. She is a vampire, after all. All she needs is some. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, she certainly didn't send the TARDIS anywhere else, so I'm sure she's still in here.
And I hope she didn't leave. And I think we would have seen her, but
I,
anyways,
I'd hope so. I think we would. Maybe I should just. He starts typing on the console. Let's see here. Let's see. I hope this is how you type her name. He types her name into it. Ah, see? There it is. He shows on the monitor that it says that Violet. Shoot, I forget her name. Violet Pryor is still within the TARDIS. She's in here somewhere.
somewhere.
Now then, let's get to the correct date. he starts inputting the date. Now, he is going to take us to 2134. But I am giving you all the choice. Do you all want to go to a different date?
Explode the kiss is good.
All right, Santie Claus, River. Either of you want to cause any chaos?
No?
Okay.
I guess
What?
not.
What am I doing?
I am giving you all the choice. We are back in the TARDIS, and we are going to a new time. The doctor wants to take us to 2134, but I'm giving you the option of going to a different date. So I was asking you and Sarah if you wanted to cause any chaos or not.
You want to cause some chaos or no?
No,
Nah, I think we'll just.
I think that's the first time I've
I think
heard
there might
no.
be like a future home.
Yeah, I think I want to see what the past holds. Actually.
Okay. All right, that is fine.
Because we're in the year 2,000,000 something, and we're going back to 2000 somewhere.
Yeah, 2134, which is 13 years prior to where our first session happened. But we could. But if you want to mess with it, we could go even earlier,
or maybe even farther. Yeah, I'll do it. Let's roll. Hold
on. Okay. Do you want to roll like a? Do you want to roll a 1D1000 to see which year we go to?
I don't think it goes up that far. I think it's only 500.
You know what? I just want to see. I just want to see if it'll.
That might even be the other one.
Yeah, if you roll it for me. I'm still walking. I'm on my way home.
Oh my gosh! It does. It does work.
Yeah, I think that might be either it got an update or it was with another one.
Okay. So this is the real roll. This is the real roll. I just want to know if you wanted to do it. So do you want me to roll a 1D1000?
Now I need to know what the highest it goes as.
Or should it be a 1D3000 for the year? Let's try a 1D3000. All right, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay. It says 482. Do you want to take that, or you want to try again?
I want to see something. I want to see what its limit is.
Yeah, let's go again. Let's see if the number gets bigger.
Okay. All right. Okay. 1,258.
I'm gonna roll. This isn't. This
is before. This is before a lot of things. You didn't put you didn't put exclamation point roll.
This was before even all of this trouble even began. We just finished the campaign, folks.
Now I have to see what actually happened that far back. I don't even know.
Oh, it goes high. It does go high.
That it does.
I can't delete that one.
I can.
Now I just need to know the highest it goes. Something I'll have to test after the session.
Yeah, hang on. I kind of want to do the year 1,258, but I have to see what actually happened that year because I don't even know.
I happened that year.
You're old.
Imagine, imagine. What was I gonna say? Damn, I can't remember. Oh, imagine going back that far, and that's when the dinosaurs are still there.
Yeah, that was like a million views or something.
Yeah, that.
That's like
Yeah.
wait, 1, 2. That's like that's not that long ago. That's only 800 years ago.
Oh. It was it was the Middle Ages.
Oh yes, I knew that. Why didn't I know? I knew that. Why didn't I know that? Why didn't I remember that? They literally have a music class that says that.
Okay. Might have to do some history research here.
I love those kinds of the houses they had then. I think they're awesome. I want to live in one.
Yeah, give me just like give me just 1 minute. I'm gonna mute myself for a sec. Okay, I am back.
That's
I
unfortunate.
So, Jacob, would it be
Yes,
all
ma'am.
right if I edited the year a tiny bit?
Sure.
Okay. I want to change the year to 1272.
With one condition.
What's that?
But I have my inspiration back.
Oh, you didn't use. No, that wasn't using your inspiration.
Oh,
That was just for fun. I would have let you do that more than just once. Okay, so who's the one who causes chaos? Is it Santa Claus or is it River?
I like the idea that we both did it. We both had the same idea, and we just pushed the button simultaneously.
Oh my gosh.
Simultaneously.
Do they like push the doctor out of the way, or do they just like put their hands on the keyboard while he's already on the keyboard?
I like the idea that they just push down on his hands when he's like on the wrong button.
So right now we finished our one adventure and we're about to go to a new place, and Sarah and Jacob's characters are causing chaos. So I guess if you want your character to react to that, he can. But what happened is, so the doctor was about to put in the year 2134. He was just about to type that in. However, Santa Claus and River grab you. They put their hands on top of his, so like they both use both of their hands on one of his hands.
Okay.
And slam it down on the keyboard.
Okay.
I'm trying to melt my mouth.
So instead of 2134, they are now going to the year 1272.
Ah, okay.
The doctor turns back to look at them.
So again,
I only have one question. Why?
Is this thin enough?
Huh?
Is this
you
thin
sound
enough?
like a Dalek there.
Probably. was that your comment or Explodicus actually saying that?
No, both.
I hope you have not had to deal with any of them, but seriously, why?
There you go. Much better.
Are you going to answer the doctor on
What did he
why you did that?
Oh, I thought he cut you off when he said that because I heard you say why, and then
That was the question. Why?
oh yeah, I didn't know he was talking to me. What are we gonna say, River? What are we gonna say, River? What are we gonna say? The doctor's accurate.
I'm very confused.
I'm sorry. I just had to push the button.
Again.
You didn't even push it. You pressed my hand on top of the buttons.
I just
Now
wanted to
you can
hold
say
your
he
hand.
forced your hand.
You know,
So can I roll?
I mean, not yet.
Okay.
Like the doctor's face palming. In all of my many years of doing this, I don't think I've ever had a companion as I don't even know
Challenging.
what to consider you.
I'm a fat
Chaotic.
man.
Uh, I don't know. You're insane, but we can't stop it now. And they are flowing through time. Well, at the very least, I can maybe pinpoint our destination.
At least when we get there, we can just
I like the idea
run
that
back
Santie Claus
around.
knows exactly what year they're going to.
I want you to roll ingenuity because I think it would be hilarious. I can roll for you.
Okay. I like the idea that he has a reason
Oh my
to
gosh.
go back that far.
Oh my gosh. Hang on, I have to see his ingenuity. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to go see my family.
Santie Claus. Wait, is that it? Like is that actually
No.
it?
No, I don't know. That would be funny though, but I don't know for
No,
sure.
I
If you
can
want it
work
to
with
be.
that works.
Okay, then yes. Do I have another straw, baby?
Wait,
I
your
got this
fam
pretty well melted. I can just drink.
So wait,
that.
you
No, I'm
were
about to leave.
born you were born in 1272?
I didn't say I was. I have family there.
So confused.
Okay, I'm just curious, what
You were
nationality is
born
Santa Claus?
North Polian.
I was literally about to say that. I can get that.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. North Polean. He's from the North Pole.
I love that.
Okay,
None of them South Koreans, though. That's for sure.
hang on. I
Where's
I
the-
have to put this down.
How do I get? Oh wait, I can fly.
Get your straw.
Oh, I can't fly. No.
All right, do I debate between my? Do I take my frosty or my drink, you guys?
Frosty, because you can also use that as a drink.
That's true. I'm gonna get a straw and a lid.
Hey, this is meant to be a multiplayer map. It's not.
Okay. All right. I put that down. Okay. As they travel through the tube of time, they feel the TARDIS land. As the Doctor looks at the outside camera, he sees snow, a lot of snow, and a polar bear.
Huh.
Did you
I'm home.
did you actually send us to the North Pole?
I had to come check on the children.
Of who?
Mine.
But I thought you said you weren't born yet.
His children were born before him. Didn't you know that?
I didn't see nothing.
They didn't.
Good, because I just face planted the wall.
Wow, great job there.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Well, that's right. Santa Claus was not born back then, but he knew his ancestors. His ancestors know of him. His cousins and his.
I like my answer more.
So is he going there to see
Maybe.
the children of his ancestors, which would also be his ancestors?
Yes. Grandpa?
As so, who wants to leave? Who wants to go out of the TARDIS first?
Me.
No way.
It only makes sense.
I'm not leaving.
I guess
this
I can.
TARDIS.
Why not?
So Santa Claus immediately just starts walking out. Vator rolls over alongside him. Vator, you're going too.
I don't think you
Yes, I
should.
am. Wait a minute. Yes, I am.
Right.
I just see he's just rolling. He's just rolling with Santa Claus.
I imagine he's
I think
singing
Santa Claus could go either.
roll on, roller coaster.
I don't know if either of them should.
I hope they watch for the polar bear.
I hope they don't mess up time or something.
As they as they see
Wait,
or as they go.
Actually, can Santa Claus, because he, as the doctor said, hope he watches for the polar bear. Can he just like walk up to it and just start petting it?
Yes, and Hunter, if you want to roll to do something here, you can. But what would you like to do for this polar bear?
I don't know. What options do I have?
I mean, you're like an AI thing. So like, you know what? I want you to roll for ingenuity because I
Okay.
have an idea.
Damn, I perked that really well.
Okay.
Applesauce.
For Santa Claus, as he approaches this polar bear, I am going to have you roll for presence.
So anytime I hear a horn, I just wave.
Okay. As Santa Claus approaches the polar bear, it at first kind of leans down as if he was going to attack. However, Santa Claus raises out his hand slowly. Polar bear sniffs it and then allows it to pet him. As Vator rolls over to the polar bear, it can hear like the polar bear making some noises, and he starts scanning. Hunter, you have now learned how to understand the polar bear, and
Okay,
you
cool.
can communicate.
Okay. Do I roll for that or just communicate normally?
No, it's like so now you understand what the polar bear is saying. So, do you want to do you want to try talking to the polar bear?
I guess. Wah, 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 wah.
The bear roars back, and they seem to be communicating. Oh yes, my day was fine, thank you. And
I actually like that voice for Vader
I do. I
Oh
like
yeah,
it too.
you like that?
because it kind of sounds like Karen would talk from SpongeBob.
I can hear it honestly, but yeah, I like that voice for him.
Nice.
And like the polar bears, yes, my day was fine, thank
Hunter,
you. Also,
Hunter,
this guy petting me is very nice.
Say that again because I want Sarah to hear it now that the cars are gone.
No one ever pets me. That's why I get so angry.
Hang on. You
The
mean
wah wah wah, yeah.
wah, 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 wah.
Played that one inside the store.
So Vator was talking to the polar bear, and he knows that the polar bear likes
If you don't think about how cold it
being
is,
pet.
it actually helps. Sorry, it's just cold out here. Or like 2
polar bears
blocks
to
from
pet
home.
people.
3.
They just want to be pet.
Now,
Red cars.
does Santie Claus want to ask anything? Perhaps maybe asking where his family is?
Hello there, Mr. Polar Bear. I was wondering, have you seen my family?
The polar bear looks up at him and growls in response, and Vator can understand. Santa Claus can't. I know of the humans that live up by the river.
By the river, you say? We have a
He
person.
can't understand it.
Oh, all right.
Only Vator can understand. Does Vator want to tell him that?
Someone's done
I
laundry.
think so.
Must be nice.
Okay.
Someone's done laundry.
Vator
Must be nice.
explains. Vator repeats back what the polar bear said.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, does Santa Claus want to ask where the river is?
Where
And
is
then-
the river?
I just imagine River shows up like you called.
Hey, Santa Claus, you got a present? I'll give you a present later from my sack.
Oh my gosh!
Maybe not.
Well, is that what they've been doing this whole time? They've they've been having a romantic subplot off screen. The polar bear responds saying,
Get over.
"The river is toward the north, that way," and he points toward the right with his nose.
So guys, this is the direction airplanes point if they want to know where the runway is facing.
Well, it
That's
seems like they're
Washington.
not getting killed by that polar bear. I
That's
suppose
unfortunate.
we'd better go out and make sure that they don't cause any trouble.
I mean, the two chaotic ones.
Would it be
No one
good
would
for-
miss. I mean, everyone would miss, and it'd be very sad.
We can't let them get murdered.
I wouldn't be murdered. I mean, they haven't even been born yet.
No,
Well,
like seriously, what if we go to church
from our
tomorrow?
knowledge.
It's like, hey, that car in front of your house, here's the key.
Let's just go. He kind of drags Explodicus out
I
of the
literally wouldn't
TARDIS.
know what to say.
It's so
I would cry.
cold, though.
I would
Even though
actually
he has
cry.
like no cold receptors.
Hold on, I'm trying to unlock my door.
But before he goes out the
Here, hold
door, he takes out 2 scarves, one for him and one for Explodicus, and puts it around Explodicus.
You know what's funny? I have a fan for when I get too hot, but not a heater for when I get too cold.
That sounds like a really
Yeah.
dumb design oversight.
And yeah, I mean, it's ironic because space is cold, and I lived on a space station. So yeah, kinda.
You wanna go potty,
But,
Betty?
Maybe
I mean,
maybe
there
maybe they
were
Here, baby.
there
thought
secret
that
attachments
when
that
you
were
explode, you would
modified.
warm yourself up.
We're
I-
home, but I'm gonna go take the dog out real quick. Sarah has the phone, so
Okay.
I did that for a while, and then my boss was not very happy with
Ah,
and
I
of course
can.
now you see the damage that's done to my body. I mean,
Yes.
like the rich people did sell like heater modifications for our robot species kind, but like they were very expensive. Very
I
expensive they were.
I can imagine. Well,
So-
let's make sure that they're not doing anything they shouldn't.
Yeah.
As they get outside and they approach the others, they see that they are following where the polar bear is pointing. Veitor, what's going on here? What are we doing?
That's a good question.
It's a secret.
It looks like they're talking to a
It
polar
it's a
bear.
secret. You're talking to a polar bear. At least that's what it looked like. Is Santa Claus actually talking to a polar bear?
I don't think he is. The polar bears know English,
Okay.
and no one told me.
Are you talking to a polar bear?
Oh, of course I am. You see, this is the North Pole. I can talk to all the animals.
Okay, but why?
Looking for my family.
Oh, right. Well, what did he say?
They're by the
That's what
river.
he said.
And is that where the river is? The doctor points in the direction the polar bear was pointing with his nose.
No, it's to the north.
The polar bear was pointing to the north.
Oh. So you see, we're the farthest south of the North Pole, so we had to cross the whole thing to get there.
Well, all right then. I suppose if you've been here before.
I wonder what they're going to say to me. Why have you not come back with the milk?
But wait. You keep confusing me. Do they know you? Have you been born yet?
I don't even know that information, pal.
Then wouldn't we run the
The
risk
DM
of
hasn't given
messing
me
with
that information
him
yet.
or something?
Yes, that is a great question. You're not. I really hope that you're not like changing the events of history because time doesn't like that. Trust me. I've had companions who've tried to do it before. It did not end well.
Well, here's a secret. I don't care about time.
Why did we take him?
I don't. I'm starting to question that myself.
Yeah.
You want a present?
Look, Will.
Can he try? Can he try to pull out something else that the doctor likes? Like anytime that the group says, "Why did we bring him?" I just like the idea that he pulls out something, and they're just like, "Oh, right."
Okay, fine.
I could roll now. I'm back home.
Oh, okay. Yes. 2d6.
Let's see. Exclamation point. R O. Wait, that's a T. That's a toll. That's an exclamation point toll.
Mm.
Roll. Bruh. Oh, there's my freaking problem.
Or
Was that a SpongeBob laugh?
Or was that a
was a cry.
was it a fly farting?
I fired a taser at someone. Well, no,
Or was it SpongeBob like farting out a fly?
get
Here,
shot.
babe, can you take that?
I don't want to imagine that.
Roll 2d6.
I know. You just had a bunch of gibberish written.
I know because I was trying to delete it, but the freaking S Pen button was in the way.
I just have my voltage at 0.
Copy it before you send it so we can just paste.
Or did he just fire?
I don't know why the way you said that, Phoenix, reminded me of the one SML video where they massaged Lavelle's arm and they asked if he liked it, and he said, "I
He's
do."
like, I do.
Yeah,
I love
massage. You don't have any feet. Well, massage the arm of the ones who's playing me. He likes it. I do. Oh wow. Okay.
That went right through you. That's not fair.
I done
Santa
forgot what I rolled
Claus
for.
digs
Oh, never
in
mind.
his bag and he takes out
11.
well, hang on, now I gotta think. What does he take out?
You may have your armrest back. Ooh, don't! I wouldn't do that.
Attending.
I know you wasn't intending to, but I still wouldn't do that.
He
Damn,
takes
I hate
out
walking.
a knife
Oh,
out of the bag. The doctor takes a look at it. He realizes that this is a vampire slaying knife. It was developed specifically for the vampires. Uh-huh.
What if I do?
You are you do you know what happened with Violet?
sure.
You're serious?
I don't know. Am I serious?
That's up to you, man. I mean, if he is serious, then oh boy.
Yes, he does. Yes, he is. Then
So what happened? What that's what we were trying to figure out. Why didn't you tell us
wait,
beforehand?
I don't remember. That's why I don't
Wait,
remember the story, but I know it. I lived through it. I just can't remember it.
you
So long ago.
you were there.
I'm
You were there.
Santie Claus.
You were there. He thinks back. Violet said that she went to the space station because she was told to by someone. And on that day, you were there at the same time.
I can't do the laugh without laughing.
All right. All right. I'll follow your lead, but please, if this is going to mess with the past, I have.
I just want to get some information.
Okay, but please
And
do not let them know who you are.
but along the way, we could stop and get some really good hot chocolate. Granny's has good hot chocolate. And no, it's not my grandmother. It's a restaurant. It's a cafe. That yeah, they have donuts and hot chocolate, but
They had all of that back then?
I think they're just
yes,
technologically different. That's
they're
how
just
they.
not called donuts. They're called like I don't know. They call them flat dough cookie. I don't know. Whatever.
Well, I suppose I've never had a flat dough cookie before.
And it's the North Pole.
All right. We'll do some
I
exploring. I'll have to try one of
I
those.
like the idea that somewhere while we're in the North Pole, they run into the actual Santa Claus.
Maybe. I might have thought of that.
Oh boy, I'll be back. I'm gonna go let the dog in.
Okay.
Yeah, before she gets murdered next.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah. I wanna do a little bit more before we end this session, but I gotta be honest, man, things have took a turn.
I remember this map.
How the turntables.
How the table.
Very.
How the table.
How the turntables. Well.
I like mine more. How the table tables.
You have something?
No,
stopped at the trash can and was like,
Hey, buddy.
I didn't know if I missed the pizza that was food when I threw it away here. But he was actually something up there. All right.
Phew. Okay. Okay. All right. We can do some exploring. I'll have to try one of those dough cookie things, but please just get your information without revealing who you are. I cannot stress this enough. If you mess with time, time will make sure you pay for it.
I thought you were about to say time will mess with you.
Yes, I've noticed that's how we ended up 2 million years into the future.
Not
You're how we ended up 10 million years in the
Plot,
future.
plot twist. Santa Claus actually already lived that time, and it's an endless loop because he kept going back to the North Pole and changing the time. So,
will
wouldn't that be a plot twist?
look, it I don't want to go into what happens, but just trust me, you're not going to like it. But all right, let's explore. Let's see if we can find those cookies, because honestly, that's really what I'm looking forward to. With that, they follow the polar bear. However, off in the distance, unseen by the group, is a man with long brown hair, a long brown mustache, and shaggy beard, who is peering over a snowbank, watching the group. And that is where we will end this session.